Marathon is next. That's at 9:10. Let's go down to the betting ring, because is it Capoley Ash or is it Storm Pockets? Well, the man with deep pockets, Gary Wiltshire, will have the answer for that.
Deep pocket. Just started to rain out here, Gary, if you're interested. I was out at the sharp end. Says the betting then for this race, it's a good race coming up here. Capoley Ash is the one that's been well backed all during the day. Capoley Ash has been backed on the track as well. Let's give the ladies betting prices.
It's a 7-4 chance now, Dave.
You're right, Gary. It's a 7-4 chance. Been in 9-4 this morning, but the Jollies up top. Storm Pockets at 10-11. They go 10 bar to 2, so the betting suggests it's a 2-dog race. 2 Power Fast Pigeon and 4 Aero Rebel at both 10-1. 20-1, 3 Dramana Becky and 20-1, 5 Pony Bride. What do you think?
Well, I'm going to go with a forecast here, Dave. I'm going to have Storm Pockets to beat Power Fast Pigeon, 1 to beat 2. 2's a very strong finisher. If 6 does miss the break or don't get in a big lead, then I think 1 will win, and I think 2 can run on, be second, and it'll pay around about 10-1. So pick up them phones at home and get on the straight forecast. Tell them Gazza told you, 1 to beat 2.
Let's see how the predictor shapes up, shall we, for this marathon coming up. Well, they go with the market being a 2-dog race. I just thought one at a nice draw, but Capoley Ash has chunks of money for that this morning.
Fortunes for it this morning, wasn't it? In Sheffield, they say all the bank machines went skint this morning. The people was drawing the money out to put it on the 6-dog. So been so much money for the 6-dog.
First run for Lisa Stephenson as well. She's sporting some very nice leopard skin trousers.
Well, Dave, I don't look. I only look at the form of the greyhounds, David. You should know that. I'm ever so sorry.
We might see that in the parade. Here's obviously.
Sorry.
Thank you very much. Well done, Smithy. This is the William Hill highest rated betting app, 894 Marathon. Storm Pockets runs out of trap 1. I think with current weather conditions, the most appropriate bet tonight, albeit at a short price as well. The TV Trophy trip at Monmore, ultimately a little bit sharper, couldn't quite get to Blonde Regan. Fantastic run, nevertheless, for the Dog Juice Syndicate and Jason Foster. She's been in form, won 6 of the last 10. Power Fast Pigeon runs out of trap 2 on with Gary Wiltshire, because I do feel it could just be a 1 and 2 or 2 and 1. I can see Barry O'Sullivan's ground also relishing the test here. She's got no wins in the last 11 starts for Chris and Maggie Badger, but I bet she would be a real player here. And at any stage, you can see her bouncing back. Dramana Becky runs out of trap 3. Philip Stoner trains this one for Bob Grimes, and need Gary Wiltshire to confirm this, but rumours are going around that her son, Dramana Becky's son, won at Crayford today. Turbo on air. Dramana Becky, a mother, and a prolific scoring mother at that as well. Coventry, a couple of wins recently, albeit she's a rare winner these days, Dramana Becky. Aero Rebel runs out of trap 4 for Paul Young, and the Fours Diet Syndicate in track record breaking form at Nottingham on Monday. 3 wins from 10 starts. Romford, a couple of wins, 5.75 and 7.50. Represents a bit of value. 1 or 2 shrewdies out there suggest about Aero Rebel. Pony Bride runs out of trap 5 for Kevin Hutton. A greyhound who's 20-1. Remember last week at Bellevue, she was a 2-1 chance on Laurel's night. Couldn't quite get to the likes of Tyra Pudsey. That was a muddling race, I thought, for Pony Bride. She's better than that, I'm sure. 25-1 will tempt 1 or 2 people, albeit it is a very tough race. Pony Bride for Ted Freshwater in trap 5. And Capoley Ash runs out of trap 6, as the boys said. First run for Lisa Stephenson, formerly trained by Barry Draper, formerly trained by Paul Salis, for Maurice Elliott, the owners and earner Slatcher. Capoley Ash runner-up in the St Leger last year, but was the Marathon Greyhound of the year, stop-start year, but a Regency finalist in the middle of it.
I'm joined by Jason Foster, who trains Storm Pockets. Now, she had a little rest after she was runner-up in the TV Trophy. Do you think she's going to need this run, or is she good to go?
Personally, she had plenty of racing leading up to the TV Trophy. I felt that we needed to just give her a little breather, and I think she's more than up for it. She's fresh, and she's ready to go.
She's stepping up in trip here from the TV Trophy distance, and this would suit her more because she's a real true marathon dog, isn't she?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the trip up at Mumble over the 8.35 was just a little bit too short for her, but obviously tonight the distance over the 8.94 would definitely suit her.
Thank you, Jason. Let's head to Errol for the commentary.
Yes, the runners are going in for the William Hill highest rated betting app, 894 Marathon. And as you can see, odds on still Storm Pockets out at 10-11 at the moment as they load up the traps. You don't expect Storm Pockets to be up with the pace. She likes to come from off the pace to Storm Pockets, so does Power Fast Pigeon. Expect the early lead from perhaps Aero Rebel. or Capoley Ash. Capoley Ash well supported, 2-1 now in the ring. They're all in. First run for Lisa Stephenson. For Capoley Ash, they're all in. And the hare is on the move. This is the William Hill highest rated betting app, 894 Marathon. Here comes the hare. Favourite in one then, Storm Pockets. Twice round, away they go, running up towards the first bend here, and as they go up towards the turn, it's Capoley Ash that's going to lead here. Racing into second place comes one, Storm Pockets, who's got a bit of a pitch. After these comes 4, that's Aero Rebel. Then comes 5, Pony Bride, Power Fast Pigeon, and at the back, Dramana Becky as they go around the third and fourth turns, and Capoley Ash some way clear here, some 4 lengths clear, maybe 6 lengths clear in fact, from 4 up into second place. Aero Rebel, then comes Storm Pockets lying in third as they go out onto their final circuit. It's Capoley Ash with a long looking lead here, 4 Aero Rebel giving the chase at the moment. Then after these comes 5 Pony Bride, 1 Storm Pockets as they come down towards the penultimate turn, and Capoley Ash still out in front here with a 4-length lead, but starting to tire as 4 starts to close. Aero Rebel with 5 also beginning to pick up ground. Pony Bride 1. Storm Pockets is trying to come with a run, but Capoley Ash will hold on for a win. Capoley Ash lands a monster gamble then, and it's gone to a photo for second place. Capoley Ash doing the damage at the start has held on here to win the William Hill highest rated betting app, 894 Marathon. Great run for Capoley Ash. Started the tyre. Coming home, but he'd done the business at the start. There was trouble at the beginning. You can see 4, 3, 2 and 1 all involved in bumping, leaving the boxes. Capoley Ash got a great start, went out in front and went very quick into the third and fourth bends, started to really quicken away. Storm Pockets was in a great pitch, you'd have to say, in second place at this time, but loses that position to the 4 who got inside it at the third bend, gave it a bit of a shunt as well, did Aero Rebel at that stage. So they went past the stands with a lap to go. A good 6-length leader. Here is Capoley Ash from Aero Rebel. 5 in behind Pony Bride with 1 Storm Pockets. And as they came down the far side for the final time, still a good leader at this stage, Capoley Ash. Great training feat here for Lisa Stephenson. Greyhound that only had 1 run back from a long layoff, July to October, ran in the TV Trophy heats. And then this is its second run back after such a long layoff. First run for Lisa Stephenson, and holds on to win by a couple of lengths in the end. It's very tight for second place. Aero Rebel, Storm Pockets, and also Pony Bride, all involved in the photo for second place. Let's take a look at them as they cross the line. It does look as though 4 Aero Rebel will get second, with 1 Storm Pockets in third, and Pony Bride back in fourth.
Actually, Lisa Stephenson, who was in the middle of the track, had to be told that Capoley Ash had actually won. She wasn't quite sure, and obviously well elated when she found out. And look, she's got the boots for walking, hasn't she? A bit of leopard skin on there that Dave Smith was talking about. Well, in the one more race before then, a fantastic looking bitches race at 9:25. But let's just look back at the 9 race, the marathon. And Capoley Ash, what a terrific start. Key to the race, absolutely away. And Storm Pockets in a bit of trouble there, and in the end was going to be held up by trap 4, Aero Rebel, who does Capoley Ash a real favour. But Capoley Ash hangs on okay, and it's going to be Aero Rebel in second place, out of the picture in the black jacket. But Lisa Stephenson, first race under her. Capoley Ash has been with Barry Draper, then Paul Salis Kennels, and now Lisa Stephenson, who will be well chuffed with that. Errol.
The full results on the 9:10, the William Hill highest rated betting app, 894 Marathon. A win for trap 6, Capoley Ash at 2-1. Second trap 4, Aero Rebel, 10-1. And third was trap 1, Storm Pockets. The forecast, £22.17. The TriCast, £30.91. A winning time of 56.64. Winning distance, a length and a half. Let's join Darryl Williams.
Well, great to see Capoley Ash back to winning form. And Morris, he does run this track so well, doesn't he?
He does. He didn't seem to get on with Momo because the trap seemed to They're entirely different traps there, aren't they? They seem to make a hell of a noise when they open up, and he didn't seem to get on with that. He missed his break every time around there. Even in his trials he missed it. He didn't show because they were having solos, but he still missed his break, which round Monmore, I think if you miss your break, you've got a hell of a job on to come.
Tonight he was on the front, and it was a case of could he hold on. Of course, Lisa's taken over the training, which is down to location, isn't it, as far as you're concerned?
It is, yes. I couldn't travel all that way. I'm not quite lucky. I'm getting a bit old.
Well, I tell you what, it's working well, isn't it, Lisa? It's working well, and you know, great dog to have in the kennel.
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, so far so good. We've just had him best part of a month, so it's going well so far.
And when he had that big lead, what were you thinking? Because I know he's got form over this trip, but he's not had a huge amount of racing of late. Did you worry a little bit he might be caught?
I did, yeah. I just thought, you know, whether it was short of work or what, because we hadn't done an awful lot with him yet. We're just having him nicely and just got him settled in, and a couple of nice trials he's done. So I was just hoping that, you know, he had enough left in the tank to get.
Good one in the kennel. We know you best, of course, for Oliver's Twist, who's finished his racing, hasn't he now?
He has, yeah, but he's not really enjoying retirement, so I booked him on for a sprint trial at Sheffield.
So he may be back.
I doubt it, no. I'm just trying to keep him happy, so that's all it is at the moment.
That's what it's all about, just keeping these dogs happy. Well done on this. Thank you. Thank you.
Oliver's Twist. Charles Dickens asked for more, didn't he?
He might get more if he goes well in those trials, you know. I mean, he has been retired, but I should imagine the temptation, if he goes well and he comes off sound, who knows, he might be making a comeback. Champion hurdler, of course.
Well, Droopy's